Morning, everybody. Chris Wood here. September 11th or 12th, 2022. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Just doing a quick update. Right now, I am being cooked from the inside out. I have absolutely no feeling in my head again. I have no feeling in my face, all right in here. The whole right side of my head is completely fucking gone. My identity theft is done. Congratulations to Spencer Mills. O.P.P. 14716, you are guilty of attempted murder with premeditated, with intent in the first degree. Ex-chief, you are guilty of attempted murder with intent in the first degree. Shannon Cork, Robert Keane, Robert Lucas, Stacy Shelley Huffner. Staff sergeants, you are guilty of attempted murder with intent in the first degree. You are guilty of kidnapping. You are guilty of sodomy, sex assault. Dr. Tatiana V., you are guilty of attempted murder and aiding a criminal inmate in my identity theft and helping end a bloodline for revenge retaliation through your girlfriend, Stacy. Dr. Joy Hadley, you are guilty of attempted murder and aiding an inmate in this. Dr. McGregor, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, you are guilty of attempted murder. Triage Nurse Terry, Triage Nurse Tanya, Triage Nurse David, you are guilty of attempted murder. Paladin Security, you are guilty of attempted murder and aiding your boss, William Billy Wooldridge, and Blair Hardy, and Tyler Lake, and Jabin Allstein in their crimes. The human homeless trafficking, you're involved in sex assaults, you're involved in pedophilia, you're involved in stealing children, you're selling people. You're selling children to pedophiles. You are selling adults to sex offenders. I was sold for this identity theft. I was sold for revenge retaliation, and I was sold for murder through William Aldridge, through O.P.P, for revenge retaliation for speaking of their crimes. This is what O.P.P, this is what the police are about in Napanee. They are using what is called remote neuromonitoring. My central nervous system has been screwed on me, and what it is a microchip implant that basically inside a person destroys a nervous system on them. And when a person's nervous system is destroyed, that enables for a lot of problems to start happening. So I've been going through this for 3 years because of me speaking of police crimes. My skull has been seriously deformed. My face has been seriously deformed. I've been medically blacklisted. I cannot go to a hospital. I cannot get help for the simple reason is the doctors here are involved and they need to continue to cover their crimes up that they are guilty of. They've even had me falsely arrested and charged to give me a record so they could get my prints, my pictures, my signature, and everything else they needed for my identity theft and to deflect the crimes that they are guilty of against me. And the reason it was done was because I wanted them arrested and charged. So they came up with this bullshit of harassment with me phoning the hospital and letting them know, complaining about what was happening with the hospital and with the doctors. That is the whole point of patient relations. And in return, to falsely charge me to get what they needed, they came up with this harassment bullshit. There's been lies against me stating I have a long criminal history. I've been in jail once in my life, overnight, and that was for intoxication. Only time in my life. This criminal history and record and all this other bullshit is 100% lie, and it needs to be proven by Stacy and by Spencer Mills, the ones that cast the lie. There's been lies against me stating I'm suicidal and I'm a self-harmer and I have a long criminal history and a long psychological history and record. I am certainly not suicidal. I am definitely no self-harmer, and I have never been in any kind of institution. I've never been in any kind of hospital. I've never seen a psychiatrist or anything like that. If I would have needed to, I would have done it. I'm not against getting help, but I haven't had to, so that's bullshit. 100% bullshit, and Stacy and Spencer Mills and the rest need to prove their fucking lie. It was cast against me to get away with this, so I would not be taken serious or be believed by what was taking place with me. My body's been split, my brain's been split, my skull's been split, my face has been completely deformed. I've been proven my injuries all along, and there is nothing I can do about it while being called a fucking liar and everything else. This is what Lennox and Addington County General Hospital doctors are about here. This is what Napanee, O.P.P, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police are about. They're about murder, they're about sex offenses, they're about framing, they're about ending bloodlines for their boss boyfriend. I was sold by O.P.P for revenge retaliation for murder, and I will not be proven wrong. They even have a justice of the peace here to make accusations against their victims to refuse arrest, so they got that covered. They got the medical part covered, and they got the other part covered by having other cops aiding in their crimes, using their positions, using orders which are unquestionable by cops that are below these other people, taking these orders to aid them in their crimes, whether they know it or not. So any cop has come against me in any way, shape, or form, or even showed up at my door, you are guilty of attempted murder. You've had no business or reason to ever show up at my door for anything. My arrest was false. My kidnapping was done 24 hours after me asking for help against police and doctors with charging and arresting for what was taking place with me. So, anyway, I better wrap this up. I'm gonna go out and have my coffee and try to get my day going, but in the meantime, I am completely and totally numb, and obviously you can see there's been more changes to my face. My identity theft is coming along. All anybody has to do is go to 149 Center Street North and arrest William Woldridge, the last known used name, but they will not do that because he owns O.P.P, and he is a co-offender, and they also need him to finish this identity theft for him to collect insurance money so him and O.P.P can get very rich off of me like they did my mother, and so they can finish this crime against me, this switch, this human trafficking, and this murder that they have planned against me, because William Woldridge is a wanted inmate, sex offender, and a dangerous offender, and I have his prisoner tracking onto me. I would not doubt that there is a lot of people in Napanee that illegally have prisoner tracking on them that are not criminals in any way, shape, or form. O.P.P is doing this to track people, to frame people that they plan on human trafficking. William Woldridge used to stalk children for the chief for sex slavery trafficking here in Napanee. Conveniently, all of these people are unarrestable. There is also Jabin Stein, there is Tyler Lake, there is a Ray Ray, there is a Sam, a Hope Mills, a Michelle, an Allie Cooper, a Bucktooth Bob, a woman from Center Street and Thomas side door entrance, either red hair or blonde. She is seriously obese, about 400 to 500 pounds. That's the crack shack where everybody hangs out in Napanee, where Curtis hangs out and all the other little junkies that are paid their drugs and their money through O.P.P, through Spencer Mills, and the rest of them for the crimes that they are committing. This is why they are untouchable and unarrestable. O.P.P, Lennox and Addington, Napanee, you are terrorists. There is nothing good about you. You became cops because you were Hells Angels and Banditos, and you became cops to further your fucking criminal deeds, and I will not be proven wrong. Right, Spencer Mills? Right, Staff Sergeants? Right, Ex-Chief? Right, Shannon Cork? Remember how you laughed in my face as William Woldridge, your boss, walked by, you being his foot soldier and me telling you to arrest him and laughing in my face, telling me to file a report. As he went on to stalk my mother, as he went on to call her mom, as he went on to use R&M on her, causing cancer with intent, murdering her, and you knew exactly what was going on, just like you knew exactly what has taken place with me, even to the point where you told me what kind of glasses I should buy. This is the kind of fucking cops they are. You were even telling me what kind of glasses I should wear on my fucking face. So, I am 50 years old. I spoke up of police crimes, and in the process, I am the victim of identity theft. I am the victim of brain injury. I am the victim of framing. I am the victim of kidnapping, sex assault, and I am the victim of attempted murder. And it is through Lennox and Addington County, Ontario Provincial Police, Napanee, O.P.P, and Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, the doctors that they have co-committing with negligent intent criminally to aid in this crime against me for 3 years, along with Paladin Security now, and the ones named William Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North, the Boss, and also Hell's Angels and Banditos. As you can see, my identity theft is done, so I'm the end of my bloodline. Not only did you murder my mother, you're doing this to me, but you are murdering a bloodline for your revenge. So congratulations, you pieces of shit fucking garbage. One way or another, you will pay for this. This is no threat. If I don't have a way to, if I cannot save my life in Napanee, you cocksuckers will pay one way or another for what you've done to me, and you will be recognized for the terrorist murderers that you are, that wear your fucking badges just to commit homicides and sex offenses and get away with them. Same with the doctors here that cover your crimes. Chris Wood here. If you like this content, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Very serious and important. Love all, hate none.